The envelope arrives one afternoon when I'm out in the yard raking leaves. I'm feeling pretty good at the moment, watching the street for the car bringing my wife and son home from the soccer game, wondering if Jackson got to play, wondering if he got to score. He's been riding the bench all season, watching his friends get more playing time, and it's been bothering him enough that he's added extra practices and workouts to his routine, running suicide drills at the stadium, lining up kick after kick in the fall twilight. I've been practicing with him in the evenings and on weekends, videotaping him so he can watch his form. A dentist appointment that morning kept me from actually making it to the game, but I've been thinking of my son all day as I scrape up leaves, red and brown and gold, wondering how it went. If he still didn't get to play, or played badly, I know how disappointed he'll be. I remind myself that Jackson is a bright and loving kid who does well in school, who has plenty of friends, who is pretty much as well adjusted as any parent could hope. If he doesn't get to play in the soccer game today, so be it. Worse things have happened. The leaves crackling underfoot remind me of the crunch of snow in the dead of winter. For a minute, I'm back in the Yukon, in the woods with the snow falling all around, listening to Kerry's slow breathing, watching her chest rise and fall. It's a memory I have often, when my wife crawls into my arms at night, when our son sits between us on the sofa at home to watch a movie together or read a book. I remember praying for another breath, then another, then another, praying for her, for us, to live, and thinking, I'm not strong enough for this. I'll never be strong enough. My breath catches, and I freeze for a moment, remembering. The truth is that we almost didn't happen, Kerry and Jackson and me, if we hadn't been saved, if we hadn't survived. Then a siren blares and I remember where I am, what I'm doing. The ordinary world fits itself around me again, safe and calm and familiar. The mailman pauses on his afternoon route to hand me the mail. Behind me, the house Kerry and I bought and renovated 7 years ago sits in its rectangle of mown grass, stained glass windows glinting red and gold in the sun. Down the street, I can hear the kids at the playground, their voices rising on the afternoon air like a flock of birds. I get a glimpse of Lake Michigan through the trees, sea green and icy cold, even on such a hot day. Along the shore, there are kids biking and playing volleyball, whizzing by on skateboards, soaking up every moment of sun before the long, cold Chicago winter that's coming. And I think that maybe Jackson and I will join them once he gets home. But when I flip through the mail and see the envelope with the Denali Airlines logo on the cover, I know immediately what's inside. I don't need to do any math to know that this year marks the 10th anniversary of the crash. I feel it every time I look at Jackson, his gangly limbs, his big feet and hands. Like my wife and me, he's a survivor, though he doesn't know it yet. I sit down on my front steps with the envelope in both hands, turning it over and over, almost afraid to open it. Finally, I slit the top and take out the card inside, also printed with the Denali Airlines logo. A blue mountain backlit by a setting red sun. I read, "You and your family are cordially invited to be our honored guests at a ceremony honoring the victims and survivors of Flight 806. Dad? Are you okay?" It's Jackson. He and Kerry are home from the soccer game, but I didn't hear them pull up to the curb. I didn't hear anything except the roaring in my ears. I look up into the face of my son, so like his mother, large, light brown eyes, a mop of thick auburn hair that he's forever refusing to cut, the same high freckled cheekbones, the same wide mouth. He's always been a good kid, good-hearted, level-headed, if a bit on the sensitive side, with a tendency to mope, like me. I think, it's time. He deserves to know. For a minute, I considered throwing the invitation away, pretending it never came. But that's not a serious option. There are 100 reasons why we should be at that memorial service, the most important standing right in front of me. Dad? I'm fine, buddy, I say. I'm just looking at this invitation that came in the mail. Behind him, Kerry sees the envelope and freezes. She too knows what it means. Invitation? Like, to a party? Asks Jackson. Sort of. I was thinking maybe you and me and your mom should take a trip. Jackson's face lights up. Like, where? I can see by the look on his face that he's equating the word trip with vacation. Disney World, maybe, or California. Someplace warm, near the ocean, with a nice sandy beach and warm blue swimming pool, and maybe a water slide or two. He isn't thinking about snow and isolation, the deep cold woods of northern Canada. He isn't thinking about memorials to the dead. His life, until now, has been fairly uneventful, a fact his mom and I have tried very hard to preserve.